Hello, this is Bobby at Copel TV Repair. Late in the evening Saturday, delivering on a promise I made to a customer, Rashid Chugtai. Apologize if I'm not reading that correctly. Who is returning a Samsung EEPROM that they ordered on eBay for IC1302 for Samsung UN55 D6003 is what this is. Returning because they say it doesn't work or defective, and explanation, same problem, reboot loop. This is the package in which it arrived. I just cut it came earlier today, but I was busy working. This is how it was packaged. This is part of a label that says this IC was programmed and tested in a live TV on a socket as shown in our YouTube channel. Use the socket yourself or be advised that we will not take solar IC back for refund. Let's see, what did we get back? This is how we send them. And this is what was received. Now let's zoom on it and see how it looks. It might be easier. You can instantly see that this has been soldered. You can see the solder. You can even tell that it's a lead solder and not lead-free solder on the pins. And it just looks overly dirty. For a reference, I have a new IC here. This is how brand new IC looks like. Let's see if I can zoom that. I've done this exercise before with others. This is a brand new IC. You can see how clean the top is, and you can see how clean the edges are of the legs. And again, this is what came back. Now, customer says this is not working. I don't know if there is a short here at the end. It's possible there might be a short, but those legs usually don't matter much. I can see some are bent. One thing is clear, this will not be resolvable, but as we have said when the customer first contacted us and said, I installed the chip but I have same problem, reboot loop, please reply ASAP, thanks. So we told them either they didn't install it correctly or there is a different problem. As usual, if you use the socket, feel free to return the IC for prompt refund, and if you didn't, then you can still return it and we'll make a video showing it working in our testing stand and give you as little refund as possible, since it is a working chip, and we know that for a fact as we have tested it. Even though we understand you may not know this for a fact, we do know it for a fact. We have tons of such videos. Was that? Yeah, that's the one. So taking that one and going to see what it is going to do in our testing stand, where it was, come on, which is, where's pin 1? No, that's the back. Okay, that's the bottom. So I'm not used to doing that with my left hand, but I'll have to somehow do. Putting it in, shaking gently, closing, and this is how it should be done if you're a pro and if you want to be able to return what you use in the condition in which you received, and nobody should give you any problem if you do that you're returning it because it's unused, or rather because nobody can tell if it was used. So starting Samsung Smart TV. As I have said many times before in other videos, if the Samsung, starting the Smart Hub, and we also sent a message to the customer, it was a follow-up message. If you're able to start the Smart Hub and you see that message up there starting, that means that the IC is soldered well. This is the time at which the IC is being accessed. You can actually start the TV without the IC at all. And what's going to happen is it's going to stay on This will not be possible to show up if you press the Smart Hub button, and this will never show up. And the TV will stay for a little while, and it will shut down. 30 seconds or so. I don't know how much exactly, but it's not much. Between 15 and probably a minute, 15 seconds to a minute. Now this one, as you can tell, is happily going to install stuff, which is normal since it is going on a new board. It has downloaded stuff. It has to install some updates or whatever it is. This TV is not shutting down, and this is the video that we promised showing that it is working. It's going to be installing for... Oh no, it's starting already. Oh, good. All right. So soon the menu, the icons will change in line with the latest updates. It's still unpacking something in the background, but they will change. There you go. And now it's going to be updating even more. They do that. It's going to be updating BBC News, etc., etc. Hopefully when those are done, you should be able to play with the TV. But it has been on for quite some time already. So folks, if you don't know how to fix TVs, let the pros do it. No offense meant. But it is really, really annoying and demeaning to go and tell someone that something doesn't work just because you don't know what actually is it that doesn't work. If you replace something that is good with another something that is good, and there is something else that is bad in the system, of course the end result is not going to change. And this is abuse of the eBay use and returns policy, and we will continue fighting it. It's not meant to be, I don't know, I don't know a person's internal desires, but this is not how it should work. The way it should work is very simple. We tell you, use a socket and return it. Whether it works or not, we cannot tell if it worked for you. We cannot tell whether you used it. If you put it on a socket, there is no reason why we have to be the bad guys. We have to break the rules to refuse a return. But if we have warned you and you, despite of that, went ahead and did it your way, messed it up in a way that nobody else will like to have it, that is a good reason, I'm playing with the TV, to not receive a refund. It's really as simple as that. And forcing a return through the eBay, which doesn't care much about those things, or rather does care, but not to a point that where it should be, is just abusing the system. It's really as simple as that. That EEPROM is good. I'm stopping here because I have to go. And that's it. Thanks.